Welcome, everyone, to the Daily Juice Podcast on the Betting Pros Network. I'm your host, Sean, stacking the money green. And as always, the Daily Juice is being brought to you by BetMGM. Use the promo code JUICE150 and you get a $1,000 risk-free bet. All right, middle of August here, coming off a 1-2 day. Oh, but we were close. So frustrating. All right, so first off, Atlanta Braves, thank you. You did your job. Covered as a nice dog there, plus 120. They won 9-6 over the Mets. Although they were up 8-1, they almost blew it. Like their counterparts, the Atlanta Dream, who really should have pulled away early and then had a chance to pull away late. And then they were up 3. So there was enough time for a 3-point shot. Okay, miss it. Intentionally foul real quick. Get to the line. Cover the 3.5. What happens? No, they hit the 3. So then the game's tied. So then I'm rooting. Okay, go to overtime. And then the Atlanta Dream win with the last second shot to go up 88-86. So they don't cover the 3.5. Although CLV closing line value, it was the game went off at -5.5. So I got you 2 points of value. Didn't get you the W. That's what we're chasing there. And then, of course, the Orioles. I think they were 0 for 10 with runners in scoring position. They won 1-0. Oh, man. That was pretty frustrating. I took my wife out for dinner and a movie. Went and saw Nope, which anyone who sees it, DM me in the Discord because I got a lot of theories on that movie. I enjoyed it, but pretty wild movie. But you're just sitting there at dinner. What are you thinking about? You know, I'm kind of zoning out. I don't know. Thinking if they would have boxed out, or how do you leave a 3-point? You're up 3. How do you leave them wide open for a 3, Atlanta Dream? What are you doing? Need to get to my happy place. My happy place is, of course, hooking you guys up with free gear, a.k.a. autographed jerseys. You want a signed Brian Dawkins jersey? That thing looks boss. All you got to do is subscribe to the Betting Pros YouTube channel, youtube.com/bettingpros. Comment on this video, and you're good to go. That's all you have to do to win a awesome autographed jersey from Brian Dawkins, courtesy of our good buddies over at Pristine Auction. All right. 3 picks. We got 1 UFC, 1 WNBA, 1 baseball. Let's go. 3-0. I'm feeling it. This is going to be a great Saturday. Kicking it off, Mayra Bueno Silva versus Stephanie Egger. I'm taking Egger at -120. You can get that over at DraftKings. She is very good at judo. Egger is very good at judo, and you look at it, you can see it in some of her advanced stats, which is fun to look at the advanced stats in UFC. Her takedown percentage, 41%. She is very good at stopping takedowns at 33%. And overall, Egger has some momentum coming into this fight. 4-1 in her last 5 matches. You look at Silva coming the other way. She's only won 1 of her last 3 fights. She's had a draw and a loss in there as well. And Silva's takedown defense, not strong enough. So I think Stephanie Egger is going to be able to take her to the ground, use that judo. I mean, the judo toss is a pretty sweet move. I think Stephanie Egger is going to use that. Toss the opponent to the ground, score some points, possibly get the decision. If you want to get crazy, I think I like submission best if you're going to go there, but I'm going to keep it a little close to the belt here and go Stephanie Egger -120 over on DraftKings. Close to the belt? Probably close to the vest. Close to the belt. It sounds like an expression, but after further review, not an expression. Indiana Fever at the Dallas Wings. The Wings are laying 11.5 over on FanDuel. Taking the Wings. Why? The Wings have been hot. They've won 3 in a row, but really it's who they've beat these last 3 games. They've beat the Aces and the Chicago Sky, the best teams in the East and the West. So again, Dallas not having a great season, but they really seem to be finding their stride as of late. And the Indiana Fever are just not a good basketball team. I know what you're saying. Sean, who are you to criticize the Indiana Fever? Listen, as someone who's not very good at basketball, I know bad basketball when I see it. And unfortunately, the Indiana Fever not playing great basketball right now. They're just getting worked. Dallas Wings, meanwhile, 8-2 against the spread last 10 games. Fever 2-6 against the spread last 8. Again, they're like I was saying earlier when we faded them and won, certainly it was a bit of a sweat there with the Dream, but they only have one category where they're top 10 out of 12 teams. That is insane. And really, I think this Dallas Wings team's confidence has to be sky high. Also, this is the second road game for the Indiana Fever. It is just a tough spot for the Fever, so I'm fading them. Laying the big number, 11.5. Now, if you guys haven't gone to bettingpros.com/pick-tracking, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, when are you gonna get your act together? Bettingpros.com/pick-tracking, syncing all the sports books. Let the computers do the heavy lifting. I mean, for now, eventually the computers will become sentient and take over the entire world. And there's a whole, we have other stuff to worry about when the chatbots become sentient and take over our planet. But for right now, let them do the work for you. Sync your sports book. Figure out what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. I know everyone can use that as a gambler. And I find myself on days where I don't have a not positive in the unit total. And again, I think it was 1 and 2. So what does that work out to? Lose 2 units, but I won 1.2, so minus 0.8 units. Every time I have a losing day, I look at the slate and go, why did I not bet the Dodgers run line? What is stopping me from betting the Dodgers run line? Some analytics, some gut handicapping, a bad feeling, a feeling that they're not going to do it again. I'm just going to keep taking Dodgers run line for the foreseeable future. Padres at Dodgers. Dodgers are minus 1.5 plus 135 on the run line. I keep pulling out these stats. They're one of the most dominant teams on the run line. Now, I know it didn't work for the Orioles, but this is different. This is the Dodgers at home. Everyone thinks, oh, the Padres. Look at what they did. They got Soto. They're going to be unstoppable. Look at this Dodgers team. They're going to get up for this game. Coming off a win against the Padres. I think they got another one in them, laying on the run line there. Padres, Mike Clevenger, solid. He's not horrible, but really, this is about my boy Andrew Heaney. His starts have been fire. That's right, straight fire. Andrew Heaney, 23.1 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. That is a .77 ERA. That's well under 1. 0.77, are you kidding me? And Heaney, I don't know what it is. He seems to be one of these pitchers that has a lot, ends up getting a bunch of run support. Whatever it is, when Heaney's on the mound, the Dodger bats are alive. I mean, they normally are, but especially when Heaney is pitching. The 5 games he started, the Dodgers have won 4 of them. Of those 4 wins, the Dodgers have won by a combined 25 runs. That's right, 25 runs. And it's pretty evenly spread out. It was like 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, it is, this team is just on fire. I'm tired of leaving money on the table by not taking the Dodgers run line there at minus 1.5. Get that over at win, and that's plus 135. So that's a pretty good spot there. Dodgers minus 1.5, plus 135 on the run line. We got the Dallas Wings laying 11.5. And don't let my dad hear, please don't send this episode to my dad, because my dad taught me to hate all things Dallas, even the Dallas Wings. Although I don't know if my dad's aware of the WNBA or the Dallas Wings franchise, but just had him on a Sports Gambling Podcast Talking Eagles. He wore his Dallas Sucks t-shirt to that show. So don't tell my dad that I'm riding with the Dallas Wings here. But again, this is just a fade of the Indiana Fever. 11.5. They are favorites there over on FanDuel. And then Stephanie Ager. Really like her, minus 120, the judo queen herself. I just gave her that nickname. Hopefully she enjoys it. I just think, with the judo toss, some of the stuff she can do with the arm bar, I really like her in UFC tonight. And again, make sure you subscribe, youtube.com/bettingpros, so you get a chance to win that sweet autographed Brian Dawkins jersey, courtesy of our good buddies over at Pristine Auction. Make sure you head over to BetMGM. Use that promo code JUICE150 for a $1,000 risk-free bet. Those are the best bets, right? Where you can't lose. I need more of those in my life. Follow us on TikTok at Betting Pros. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean T. Green. Check out my other show, Sports Gambling Podcasts. All right, juicers. I think, you know what? Do you guys have a name as a show? I should have figured that out, but I think I'm calling you juicers right now. Hopefully that stays. my fellow juicers. I certainly felt a little juice there at the Atlanta Dream and the Orioles. They had the bases loaded. It's bad juice. We need to get some good juice. Shout out to my fellow juicers. I'll see you in the Betting Pros Discord, bettingpros.com/chat if you aren't already in there. All right, you know what to do. Subscribe, rate, and review. And as always, don't forget to let it ride.